Hello, everybody. It's a SIG Node CI meeting. It's the first day of March 2023. Welcome, everybody. I think we start with Mike. You have an agenda item?
Yes, so I created this issue a couple of weeks ago. I plan on going back to it. Let's see. Are you sharing screen? If... Oh, there
Do
we
it
go.
now. Okay.
Okay, lost. Yeah. So yeah, I plan to go back on this. I think I mentioned we might want to start with node conformance test to make it to try for context before for everyone that doesn't have context. I realize we're not testing the previous Kubernetes versions. We only test whatever is on master, and we don't test for released branches, for example, 124 or 125. And I think it would be a good place to start here. We can start with something small like conformance tests. Those are quite stable, and they probably don't. They're like a very limited subset of all the tests. And I think that will add enough value to verify whenever we do a backward to older Kubernetes versions. I want to hear your input on this, if anyone has any opinions or suggestions.
Seems wise to me. I'm surprised to hear we're not doing it at all. I think it should be done. Make it happen.
Yeah, great. I will post some updates on the next meeting. I think we cancel our next meeting, but if not, I will send I will just send some PRs. Anyone wants to take reviews for this? I can start sending them that way.
Yeah, you can put me on there. Thanks.
Thanks, McQueen.
And I know, Ryan, was it you who sent the PR to promote cryo jobs into release blocking?
It was not me, but probably somebody on my team.
Okay. Yeah, we may get to that. I was wondering if there are any updates about it. I think we discussed it last time, so maybe we just get to it when we will discuss the triaged items. Okay. Any more agenda items? No. Okay. I will move on to triage. We had skipped 2 weeks, so this board accumulated a lot of items. Let me try to make it wider. Is it still working for everybody? Am I still sharing my screen?
Yeah.
Yes, it works.
So I would suggest we start with LGTM items. It may be easier to just look at what already approved or LGTM'd. Okay. Because otherwise we go straight through 32 items and it's a lot. Okay. Not intent pull job for eviction. Okay, I think I looked at it and I asked David why we need it, but I think it's fine. In general, it's a good practice to have CI job for every regular job, so we can run it on demand on PRs. The only thing I wanted to maybe, as a practice, maybe we need to start putting corresponding like periodic jobs in a comment here, so we have a mapping somehow. Okay, this is done.
Wait,
Yeah,
what was your suggestion? Putting in comments?
Yeah, I don't want to block this PR on that, but in general, we have periodic jobs, but we cannot trigger those periodic jobs from a PR on Kubernetes repository. So ideally, you want to be able to trigger these periodic jobs because you want to test how you affect those periodic jobs. So you see this is a CI job, and it has always run false and optional true. So you can trigger it from your PR, but it wouldn't be triggered automatically. So ideally, you want to have this one like CI job for every periodic job. And if you have that, so ideally you also want to have mapping between them. So maybe above the name, we have a comment saying which periodic job it corresponds to. Yeah, I don't want to block this PR because I think we have plenty of those. Maybe we need to formalize the naming.
I have a small question, probably unrelated to this, but more on the nature of CI of periodic and PR jobs. Is there any way to have like only one job and reuse some of the parts? Because it seems a little bit troublesome to maintain two jobs that do exactly the same, with just the difference that one runs periodically and another one runs on demand. Probably that's a question for SIG testing as well.
Yeah, I think it's a question for SIG testing. I was thinking more of jobs that runs test with specific tag, like maybe have CI jobs that have running job with specific tags that doesn't exist, and then you can mark in your PR your test with this tag, so it will only run your test. So it may be like very fast CI job only specifically for your end-to-end test. So that may be interesting idea, because it will enable this like very fast iterations through CI job. Like you don't need to create your own machine. You just use whatever CI offers, but you don't run all the tests. You only run your particular test. So you can iterate much faster.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so this moved. Oh, this one. Sai. I don't know Sai.
Guy's on my team.
Okay. It seems to be LGTM. So you discussed it last time. You're just moving it to release blocking. Okay. And I just checking that email alert email is proper one. So yeah. C group V2 and C group V1. Nice. I'm on that. I'll just approve it. I don't think.
Thanks. Yeah.
It will move to proper place. Remove read write one spot feature from alpha jobs. Okay. I'm not sure why we're removing it. Maybe it's feature graduated. Okay, so it's graduated to beta, so it doesn't need to be in alpha any longer. Makes sense. Hold cancel. Tied. What's wrong with tied? Merge conflict.
It needs a rebase.
Yeah. Okay. It got merged while we've been looking at that. Okay, this one was LGTM. I think we discussed it. I don't think it's a CI group related. Yeah, it's just a promotion.
Yeah, I think it's touching a bunch of files where it requires approval from the CI group, I believe, or the test group.
I agree. It seems for the test, because of the test.
Okay.
Right at the bottom. Yeah.
Or just one file.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think it will change much because whoever will approve from SIG Node will also have permissions to approve everything else. Okay. And this one, yeah, it's for gRPC. I commented on that just today morning. Yeah, it's okay. So it's correct. Okay. These two will merge shortly. I can move them into down. Never mind. Oops. Let's have this one. It needs needs reviewer. Unknown pods. Okay. Yeah, it probably will require deeper review than on a call. I'll move it into need approver.
Hey, that one looks fun. Can you put my name on there?
Smart Queen.
Right, thanks.
Okay. Yeah, this seems to be generic. I will remove it. Shutdown test. Oops. New window. Sorry, taking some time. I will be done soon. This is what happens when you don't triage for 2 weeks. Is it almost done? Yeah, I think 2 more. Okay. Login improvements. Anybody interested?
I am. If it's needed, feel free to add me.
Okay.
FF Romani. Yeah, exactly. Cool.
Host cleanup is volume mounts. So I think it's 6 storage, more than us. It's SIG Node. Yeah, that seems legit. Anybody interested to look at it? Okay, I will keep it in need triage. Let me put a priority. This job is what is this job? I wonder if it's containerd. Wait, 6 CLI? 60. Yeah, I want to check which job it is failing into. I did not here. If it's critical, we need to priority soon, and if not, then maybe later. Okay, this we just looked at. Okay, public Ubuntu image for kubelet node end-to-end tests. Okay, it seems that tests are failing. Yeah, I will wait on author. Update Kubernetes branch for containerd end-to-end. Okay, this makes sense. So 1.5 was just end of life, and I think we found the issue that we assigned, like we used very old releases to test with containerd. So this totally makes sense, except yeah. Okay. Sorry if it's assigned. So containerd 1.5 just went into end of life. So this PR may be not up to date completely because maybe 1.5 needs to be removed as well. But yeah, I will need to review it. Try jobs for, yeah, we looked at this. It's work in progress. Francesco, do you need anybody here? I just.
No. Just ignore it for now. Thanks. Yes.
Sidecar containers lifecycle, it's work in progress. I work with this. Yeah, it just does job. Yeah, I think it's archived because it's SIG testing doing something. Ginkgo progress report. Yeah, it's marked as work in progress. So let's let it bake. Structure size. Okay, so this in place update, it's outside of scope of this group, but definitely needs a review here. An API review as well. So yeah, big change. Promote prop termination grace period to conformance tests. Ryan, was it you working on that? On promoting this?
Yeah, you can send it to me.
Thank you. More than 24 gigabytes. Okay, more improvement for Ginkgo. Is anybody interested to take a look? So it's basically a change of some bash scripts and stuff.
Is this a review? It just needs a review?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can take a look at it.
Yeah, I don't think it's related to us. Add more init continuous testing. Oh, this is a new way to test. So it may be an interesting topic, by the way. Let me take this PR and I will put it in this document and we'll come back to that. I should have thought about it. It's very nice. Just put it on a hold. We'll come back to it. Work in progress. Okay, improvements for container checkpointing. It's outside of scope of this group, I think. Work in progress. Rate limiting. Francesca, is there anything, any stress test you added?
No, but I did change them somehow, but it's stuck on. I mean, it will need the API review. So I think. Ah, yeah, there is change in the test. I added one, but now, yeah, should be easy.
Oh, it's a very basic stress test, right? So you just call 10 times.
Yes, in a very short loop, and I want to trigger. There is some extra logic to minimize the chance of flakes. I would like to say avoid, but I'm realistically say minimize the chance. But basically, it's a tight loop, and want to have the rate limit error. Yes.
And it's serial because of other reasons, like do you restart kubelet or something?
Yes, we do restart kubelet, but in general, all the resource manager, they have this assumption they are the only consumer of the node resources. So this is the main reason why they are serial.
Okay, thank you for clarification. If anybody wants to take it, please do. Otherwise, I will take it for test specifically. I really
Send it to me, Sergey. I can take a look.
remove CLI flag, enable taint manager. Not related to our group. Yay, less legacy providers. But it's not related to us. Refactor. Admission policies. I know what CL means. Okay. Not SIG not related. Do not merge. Connection. It's an author. Yeah, this is a feature change. We discussed it yesterday on SIG node meeting. So I will mark it as such. Just checking if there are big end-to-end tests. Yeah, it's quite small. So I think it will be handled with a general review. Cool codebase. Yeah, it's not related to our group. In place already failing. I think this is the right alias. Let me check. I couldn't say.
I don't think that's the right guy. It's Kulkarni is his last name, I think.
Yeah. Oh,
That
yeah,
guy.
this one. Yeah, ski. Okay. Let me do triage accepted. Yeah, this one is also, I filed it. So when we looked at the gRPC, promoting gRPC into probes into GA, we found that all liveness probe failing just days. So if you look at different pods, different tests that like HTTP failing, exec liveness probe failing, it feels that the logic of handling probe failures is not working properly, at least on some tests. So I filed this. If anybody interested in looking into probe failures, please take a look at this one.
What did
Yeah.
it say near the top about Windows? Maybe a Windows
Yeah.
issue?
At first, I thought it's Windows related because I
Okay.
clicked on a few examples and they all were Windows. I'm like, oh yeah, I found the reason. It's a good thing to blame. But then like we looked, I think Jack, yeah, no, not Jack, James. James looked into that and said like, I see Linux here. Okay, yes. So it's general logic failure.
I'll take a look at this too. We're sort of seeing them as well.
Do you
That's our
see
goal.
failures?
Yeah, we're seeing some failures with liveness probes that are somewhat unexplainable.
Okay. So yeah, I look at a couple here and some claiming that like they start failing agnostic host because they say the pod sandbox has changed. So I think it may be some other test affecting this one. And some tests are unexpected. They don't fail live. Like Leibniz prop says it's failed, but then pod just proceed being normal and container never being restarted. So yeah, I CC'd you if you want to take a look as well.
Yeah, thanks.
And I will self triage accept it. I promise I looked and it's indeed failing. Okay, and yeah, let me get into this one. I promise to get back. So we've been looking at sidecar working group, how to implement a good pod lifecycle tests, and we've been struggling to express them nicely. So how do you express the fact that init container needs to start and then it needs to finish before next container starts? So idea was that if we construct pods such a way that will mount a host file and dump all logs from this pod, like containers, into this log file. Then you can read this log file and do interesting commands like starts before, exists before, which are implemented based on parsing of this log file. So basically, log file is looking for specific substrings and saying like this substrings never happens after this substring and stuff like that. So this way you can test complex logic and sequencing of pod startup, like container startup and container termination. I think it's a very nice idea, and it's very easy to to write test. The only limitation is it's a single node test, so you need to be on the same node. Like test needs to run on the same node as kubelet, which is a limitation, but it's typically how we run many CI jobs for end-to-end node, so it shouldn't be a problem. If you're interested to learn more, please review this PR. I think it's pretty neat. I think we'll look at it and maybe we'll write more tests like that, and we'll finally cover pod lifecycle better. I think David Porter is also working on covering pod lifecycle, so we need to combine forces and do it together. Okay, we triaged everything here. I think we have 24 minutes left. I wanted to go into bug triage this week and not go into issues to do because I want to understand how we're doing in terms of bugs which are marked as critical soon, or critical or important soon. This may indicate like what we need to do for this release, because code freeze is coming and the release is coming. 22 bugs to triage. And before we go here, let me do okay, we have 136. Okay, 4 results. Like we have 4 bugs which marked as important soon, and 13 here. Okay, and it's already marked as but like let's start with this one since it's marked here already. Why my mouse not working? Okay, it was self-assigned. Okay, so it's a type split. Okay, so Patrick already working on that. I mentioned Tim Hawken on this issue because we've been looking at type separation for multiple types, and type separation is when the same type is used in multiple places, and then side effect of this type separation, type reuse, is that you add a field for one, and it has to be supported for another place, but may not make sense for another place. It was a case for when we added gRPC probes. We added gRPC probes for probes, but we didn't want to add gRPC support for liveness hooks. So we need to separate types, like fork types. And forking types backward compatible from product perspective, but it's not backward compatible from client Go perspective, client Go library, and it costs a lot of grief. And many people have troubles updating client Go, and we're not, since we don't promise backward compatibility of that, we sometimes accept these changes, but sometimes it's just too big of a change, so we don't do it. Okay, stateful deployment pod going to unknown state. After reboot of worker nodes. So I remember yesterday we discussed restart of kubelet, and after restart of kubelet, it goes into unknown state. But it was from failed, right?
I think we're waiting for data on this one. I put a comment at the bottom. It's a pretty big one. Okay, it's not big, but that's my comment. There's no
Oh, yeah.
reply, so she might just, the requester might just have gone away.
Okay, this information. It's already stale, so we'll just wait for it to rotten. Triaged. So those are triaged, but I don't see, like, only one of them assigned to somebody. Lexical, but not documented. Okay, it's a documentation issue. Process state starts always 0. Not assigned to anybody.
Is this a regression?
I think so. I think we said that it was a regression. I'll assign it to not David, so because he has a copy page. Yeah. Yeah, it feels like important issue, so I don't want to change priority. Deleting pods. Okay, so it's already tracked. Yeah, it's important because it's a okay. Yeah, it's a regression, so it's important. Still important for this release. And 16. Yeah, I'm thinking how to do it faster. Oh, it's already merged. It's not a bug. Okay, so I need to remove it from bugs. Okay, what's going on? Enabling feature breaks metric collection. Bad. I think yeah, this is important soon because it's a regression. And I thought that we promoting CRI stats, but we may not in this release. Files with failed to load CNI. Oh, it's test failure, test improvement. Pod not being cleaned up. Steady state CPU usage.
How would that be relevant? It's about Prometheus.
Which one?
That
This one?
ticket was about Prometheus scraping the C advisor. I don't know what it's doing in this group.
Because it's about metrics. I think it's about CPU being too high when we query metrics. Kilana looked at it before.
Wow, it's got a big history. Wow, it's a long history.
And still marked as important soon, so I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, something marked as important soon, but survives 5 releases. I think 2021, whole last year. Yeah, you're right. This needs to be cleaned up. Yeah, another lifecycle frozen. Okay, so let's take one by one. When enabling feature gate, it's a beta feature gate, I believe. And it was reported like long ago. Six. Hmm. So I think we discussed this recently, and somebody working on that. Let's see. My mouse is not cooperating. Browser is taking too much time. Browser is not happy. Yeah, I think all we will be able to do in this meeting is to go through this issue and check if they deserve to be in this release. If you have any other topics now, speak up. Otherwise, I will just go and go through these issues and check if they needs to be in this release. Very old. Yeah, performance as well for a different reason. I will close it. Yeah, we had a lot of test failures. We had a CNI problem before. I think when CNI was promoted to 1.0, it was incompatible with something. So we fixed CNI problem on a few tests, but when we've been blaming all other tests for being CNI problem. When in fact CNI is just a message when containerd just started. There is a bunch of CNI not initialized messages, but then it gets into initialized state. So I would assume it was fixed. Was not considered being cleaned up. Yeah, it still feels important. We need to discuss on main SIG Node meeting. Maybe somebody will pick it up. Get file system info logs. Error. Let's start. I don't remember I saw this. Okay, fix is still out. Yeah, it's unfortunate then when a fix is out for so long without anybody looking. Bunch of apologies. Let me self-assign. I will make sure that I approve it. Okay. Yeah, we'll look at this one. Zero bytes byte file for each restart. Minute has 0 file. Okay. What are those files? Okay, work on program fix. Yeah, Francesca, you want to look at it?
Yes.
Okay, I'll keep it high priority for now. We may decide to remove it from 127 later. Disable CPU quota. It's about CPU manager.
This is very old. 2018. This is why
No
it
problem.
rings a bell. I was about to say this rings a bell. This is why.
Do you want to take a look?
CC me, but unlikely it will be fixed soon. It waited for 5 years. So. But anyway, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't quite understand what the issue is. I need to look deeper. But it has 32 likes. Typically indication of something goes wrong. Drain Demon said somebody triaged it, and with this description, a flag to drain support drain. I don't understand what's going on here. Not a bug. Then I also wanted to change priority. I think priority is not reflecting the reality. Okay. Trivial liveness and readiness exact props. Interesting. Is it exact props? Oh, exact props, yeah. It's also super old. Enable service links. What does enable service links? Does anybody know? Or in deployment, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I need to change priority here. Okay, we out of time. I will finish 3 more tasks, bugs asynchronously, and I will try to triage all the bugs today. I have, how many we have? I thought it's a double-digit number, 21. Yeah. So yeah, if anybody wants to join me at triaging, ping me. If not, I will just do it offline, and feel free to do it as well. Teamwork is a dream work.
Thanks,
Anything
Sergey.
else? Okay. Bye, everybody.